Menu narration option is set to off.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nunez. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On the move, it's John. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Toss to the outside. And into the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, Guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well.
There he goes. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll run it. It's John. Jukes his way for more. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. To the ground with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Flood. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Nunez. With the catch, it's Flowers. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Finds a crease at the 20. Powers through. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Nunez. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's John. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Toss sweep right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Kentucky going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Nunez. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to advance on the football.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Stealing a score on special teams.
You know, we just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 36 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll try to pop the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's John. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Nunez. Going downfield for the big play. Got a man in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They want to run it left here. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, partner. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the... And it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. LSU will get a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Randall. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's still running after the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Second down coming up.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Randall. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
Turning it on. The 40. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask